Hello, everyone, and welcome to another at a glance episode. Um, so as always, kicking things off with a quick update. Um, therapy wise, I am learning that a lot of the things that I may not have originally thought of as a being triggered or caused by trauma, um that it very well and indeed, that that it can be caused it by it. um so I know that I'm not like the only one who has gone through or experienced certain things, or is currently dealing with certain mental health, factors and symptoms. Um, so that is like a good thing, so the way that it like reinforces, that like I'm not like alone in this. The unfortunate part of um of doing the therapy is like opening up Pandora's box. After all these years, is like almost like releasing a plague on the world. And if I'm gonna be like honest, it's like I do things, so that I stay like busy, you know, um, so that like I don't have to like focus on or like deal with with like a lot of things. Um, so it's just like the other like episode as far as my memoir goes, like I'm still, like pushing it back like a little bit like a longer, um about like another like a week or two, I mean, like I want to be at like a point where that I think that I can give up, 30 minutes or 1 hour, like a couple of days, like I like a week to it, without like feeling like I'm over like whammed, like I'm overly stressed out. Um, you know, because it like I've already like noted, it's like that I try to like keep like busy. So the other that it's like a lot of things trying to do like throughout the day, just so I don't have to, like focus on certain things, because like focusing on like some things like looking at them for like what they actually are. Um, that's like a lot, and it takes like a lot, like mentally, you know. Um, so I guess keeping in line with some of my therapy like updates. Um, the first main topic of this week's episode is life's hard truths and opening Pandora's box. Truth is, there are things that I have buried deep and locked up in a box, you know, behind a door in my mind. Because I couldn't deal with the pain that comes along with them. Truth is, my first homework assignment from my new group therapy. That it had me like think back like across various points of my life and what I learned how to respond to show and deal with my emotions. It's like it's like ever since that I did that one homework assignment. It's like Pandora's box is open. It's like painful memories come out. When I don't, and intentionally, like think about them. Just the other day, I was talking to my like a little boy, about talking to his teacher. And if like another kid is bothering him or trying to like harm him, in like any in any kind of way, you know, and how it's okay, like for him, to like to attempt to block whatever like the other kid is attempting to like do or whatever like that. um like from like being like a hit or like kicked or whatever like that. um and it's safe uh say that not everyone and agreed um with everything that I told him. So like in the midst of like talking about like my stance, and how that I feel that gender has absolutely nothing to do with this like issue. It was like I went back in time um to when I was being bullied, and how I was trying to deal with that at the same time that I had stuff going on at home. So it was like, I was watching, I know, like parts of a movie, um, of my childhood that I've kept buried away, and locked up. I was thrown back into my childhood bedroom where I sat on the floor thinking and talking about how I missed my older brother, and how I was out of the way that things were going, and the way I was being treated. Perhaps I thought that my older brother could have stopped the abuse, or just protect me from the ones that should have been protecting me, but instead chose to cause me harm. No, and it wasn't like it was by like accident. It was a very it was a very intentional. It was in that moment in that bedroom that I tried to take my own life. It was also in that moment that I started constructing mental barriers to help protect myself against certain memories and things that were happening to me. It was then that I had the me that thought those that harmed me didn't do anything wrong, and the me that saw those individuals for who they really were and took the abuse so that that sweet little kid could go on thinking that the ones that hurt me couldn't be capable of such things. Memories are buried for a reason. So the second topic of this week's episode is life's hard truths. Coping with life, not it really. And that title, like it couldn't be more, like accurate. I mean, like of all the things that I've been through, all the things that like I'm dealing with now. You know, I mean, like, was I really like coping back then? Am I really like a coping now? You know, uh, truth is, like even back then, like I had to keep like busy. Like I had to find things to do like after school when I got up to like an age where like the school was like offering, like things to like do at the end of the like day, you know, like whether that was uh, joining up with karate, a program that was ran through like a church, um, or um, or like some other like thing, like throwing uh, tons up in the air, but like the whole like karate thing. Um, like a lot of like the days that went, they were like done at like church. So it's like you go in. I mean, it still looks and feels like a church, but at the same exact time that you're learning discipline, like you're learning like that anger and violence is not always like your best like option. Like there are like other things that can be done, and that's what I want my little boy like to actually like learn. It's like yeah, violence is not always the right answer. Um, it's like that it has to be like a warranted. You know, um, I guess that kind of almost goes with a like escalation of like a force. Yeah. I can thank the military for for like opening like my eyes to like what that should actually like look like what that like means because because we honestly to be honest about it, like when I was like a kid, I mean it's like it's like I immediately thought, that I get punched, I should like punch them back. It's no like trying to like talk to things, what I'm saying? It's like why are you doing this to me? It's like it's like an eye for an eye, it's like a tooth for a tooth, or however you want to like look at it, right? But I would say that the military, like at least like me, like that like that it helped me, like get like a back, into that like a mindset where it's like there are like certain things that have to be met, in order for like it to get to like a certain like a level, um, but I guess like a kid, um, yeah, it's like I wanted I wanted to like stay in involved in like other things, um, and then like eventually, like that I got involved, in uh, clubs, when I hit my freshman year, in high school, you know, so it's like I did like sports after school and also did like things like the math club like mu alpha theta like I was involved in the like art club. I was involved in like the like honors us like society. It was like anything I could do, so the way I didn't have to be at home because that was my way of dealing with things. That was like it was like I knew that by like doing those things, it's like I would be okay. It's like I would be like safe. I wouldn't have to worry about like anything else like going on. Like at least for that time. And then when like I did get home, it's like I made a point, to like stay in my room, it's like as much as I possibly could. Once I reached like a certain like age, like I guess that started like in junior high maybe, but I mean yeah, it's like that was my way of like coping, but but it's like when you isolate yourself, and you are cut off from like everything and everyone, you know, that's not a effectively like dealing with like what's going on. I mean, it's not, I mean, is it a way to deal with it? Sure, but it doesn't have you like at a like a longer term though, you know. So I mean, it's like I look at that and I look at now, and now it's like I'm I'm definitely like avoiding like certain like things, it's like I find myself, like wanting, just to do whatever I can, like to not have to, like focus on like certain things, that are going on like around me or are being like done, like to like awards me, it's it's kind of like how in like therapy, when they bring up that a lot of things that we do that they're actually learned, like they're learned behaviors, you know. So the third and final main topic of this week's episode is life's hard truths. Realizing something was wrong. Truth is that I avoided watching a lot of the military movies, like war movies, in general, and a little bit like after that I listed. But however, I did end up watching the Metal Jacket. And I vowed to never watch it, and again, like after that either. Um, watching that movie, like it led me to understand that there was something, like really like off, like with me, like about me, like the way that I was like acting, like the way that I was like dealing like with like things. Um, like no one changes like almost like overnight. Um, yeah, I know. And all of a sudden starts being like extremely efficient. When they seem to be like timid, to like take over task, or seemed on or they seemed sure about things and cut off. That movie uh showed me how some things should never happen to people, and that when there is a sudden shift in a person, that it shouldn't always go overlooked. It because they could be dealing with something that no one even knows about. I think a lot of my silent pleas for help, that the actions of mine went unnoticed time and time again. And I'm in my childhood, and at different points in the military. That's why that I make it a point to be like open and like honest about what's going on with me, so that someone that may be like dealing with like a lot like mentally or something similar, that they know that they're not alone. That's what led to me writing my my initial manuscript of my memoir while I was still in the military, and why I kept pushing for a brief on mental health. Yeah, I know at my last unit, other things they often go unsaid. That it doesn't mean that there aren't some kind of fragments or red flags that can be noticed. It be a before the unthinkable happens. If someone has enough courage to ask for help, then it's my belief that you should take the time to at least point them in the right direction or show them where to go. Turning a blind eye or pushing them to the side is not an option. Like the way that I look at things, that's no way to be. Like, just like not, taking out that few a minutes, just to say, hey, these are avenues, that you really do want to get medical help, or or whatever, just want somebody to talk to, you know, but not taking out that time to do that. If they come to you, then I mean, honestly speaking, at that point, you are part of the active issue there, that you honestly are. But do absolutely nothing at all, and you know that they need help, and they had asked you. Yes, I stand by what I said. You are part of the issue here. That is not okay. At all. And that concludes this week's episode. And as always, until next time, I hope everyone has a safe and a wonderful week.